and welcome to On the Move with Lady Kate. You are watching another beautiful segment celebrating great women in our community. I am so honored to welcome Ms. Linda Arrey to the studio today. Ms. Linda is a healthcare administrator with the United States Air Force. She is also a strong and dynamic leader in our African community in the diaspora, especially here in the United States. Welcome, Ms. Linda. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
I know we've known each other for so many years. We started out in Atlanta, Georgia, working together with the Miss Africa USA pageant. And Linda is the founder of an amazing foundation that is empowering our community. Linda, please tell us about Wild Network.
Yes, thanks for having me, Lady Kate.
Yes.
So WILD, that's Women in Leadership, Development and Empowerment. It's an organization that brings together women from diversified backgrounds, professions. We come together to create better communities by just impacting the community. Some of our platforms are educational platforms. We have mentoring programs for young girls.
Wow.
But we do stuff as basic as etiquette and stuff like that. We go to colleges and teach students to make sure that they're taking lucrative degrees that are marketable in the workforce.
That's right.
And then our community projects range from book drives, healthcare drives, and stuff like that. But in a nutshell, we are a women's organization that works in the community to create better communities through the empowerment of women and the empowerment of homes.
That's wonderful. The United Nations this year, the theme for the International Women's Day is Press for Progress. So Wild Network, I know, is doing some great things this year coming up to International Women's Day. Can you tell us the program that you have developed that's coming up in March?
Yes, so in November of 2017, I launched the Take a Stand campaign. The Take a Stand campaign is a platform for community members, community leaders, and legislators to come together and discuss issues that are really affecting our communities. Some of these issues we highlighted were the frequent sexual harassment we see on TV. It's like, it's a hot news on prime TV now.
And Oprah spoke very strongly about it in her last speech that, you know, went viral. So Take a Stand is the initiative you've launched, and we're both wearing the Take a Stand t-shirt. So remember to get one, and I'm going to get you the link on how to get your Take a Stand t-shirt. Are there any other products that you have out there on Take a Stand? Because this has to go viral.
It does, and thinking about that, not right now. Right now, we want people to be the walking billboards of this platform. So now we are starting off with the t-shirts. Leading up to our big event on March 10th, which is Take a Stand. Let's build better communities together. And we say let's because we're calling on all community leaders. We're calling on legislators. We're calling on community members. Let's come down, sit down, talk about these issues and how we can come up with possible solutions.
That's right.
Because we have a lot of times we have people running for politics. And people say they care about our communities.
That's right.
Yet people get into office and we don't see the change.
They seem to forget.
Absolutely. So that insomnia kicks in. We want to create this platform so we can sit down and talk about these grassroots issues with the community members and hear from the members of the community, and then also our community leaders. You don't have to be in politics, but there are people that are high figures in the community that people look up to and that can influence change. Let's come together and address these issues. And I know I mentioned sexual harassment. It's not just sexual harassment.
There's domestic violence. There's domestic violence. Is a plague in our community. We don't talk about it.
Absolutely.
It goes on. Women are being abused, children, and we just kind of sweep it under the carpet. Nobody wants to address it. Nobody wants to talk about it. So it's time. Linda is saying it's time to take a stand.
Time's up. Yes. Look at the Olympics gymnast physician that just got sentenced a few days ago. He had a minimum of 45 and I think maximum of 175 years for assaulting almost 168 children during his time.
So Oprah is saying it's time to stop the Me Too. So if we speak about it and do something about it, tomorrow we will not hear about Me Too. It happened to me too. So it's time to speak out. It's time to take a stand.
And talking about speak out, it brings me to a very important point, right? We talk about those that do the sexual harassment. Rarely do we talk about the bystanders.
Right.
Because a lot of times when these things are happening in the community, there are people that know about it. But they do nothing about it.
They still stay silent.
So would there come a time where we would hold bystanders accountable?
That's right.
And by bystanders, I'm talking about the organizations that hire these people and they turn their heads.
Right.
When these things come out to light, we hear that settlements were made. The people making all these settlements, they're enablers.
That's right.
They're bystanders. So would there come a time where we would also hold these people accountable?
That's right.
Yeah. And then another aspect of the take a stand, workplace discrimination.
Right.
Because it's still happening today.
It is.
It's still happening today.
Men making more money than women and they both qualified.
Absolutely.
Or discriminating because you're a different race. It still happens.
It still happens. Even like in the movie industry, we know Taraji Henson. She's a powerful actress. She just recently mentioned as part of the Time's Up movement that she's not making as much money as her male counterparts. We have people like Ellis Ross. She too came up saying she's not making as much as her male counterparts and she's negotiating for, higher pay.
Right.
And that's talking about the celebrities. They actually have a bigger platform to make their voices heard.
But what about the everyday people like you and me?
Absolutely.
What are we doing about it?
Absolutely.
And Linda, there's also another issue that in our communities, especially our African immigrant community, we don't really talk about mental health. Mental health is another big plague. We don't recognize depression, and sometimes people do go through depression and it affects their lives, family members, and we again tend to just cover up and not talk about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
and that's the thing, because it's that culture we live in, right? A lot of people think that when you come forward saying I'm depressed, I have some mental health issues, people think you're less of a person.
Right.
So people turn to
judge,
and the judgment makes people want to deal with it.
Right.
Internalize it.
Instead of getting help.
Absolutely. It is perfectly okay for our African men, our African women, and the community in general to seek mental help when needed, seek counseling.
That's right.
Because a lot of us, especially as you mentioned, the African community, our African men especially, they shy away from counseling, especially when it comes to mental related issues.
That's right.
So
it's time to take a stand. So I want to talk about this event that's coming up. I'm so excited, Linda. I know in Atlanta you did a lot of events and your events are always well attended. So what's coming up in March is the conversations and taking a stand. We're bringing together even our politicians, legislators, community leaders, men and women, to talk about these very important issues that we need to take a stand on. So can you tell us more about the event?
Yes, so the event is basically, you just summarized it all together. What I like to do is call on, it would be at the IO Space in Silver Spring, Maryland.
IOSpaces.com. IOSpaces is located downtown Silver Spring. Very easy to get to, free parking. So we want to pack the house on March 10th.
Absolutely. Come out and this event, if you're a legislator out there, if you're a community leader out there, please get in contact with us. We're creating a platform for you to come and sit down with members in your community and let's discuss these issues.
That's right.
So we also want to call on the community. If you have your issues you want to be heard by your members in Congress, your politicians, your community leaders, please come out. This is what this platform is for. we're bringing the community with the leaders so we can all sit together and discuss these issues. Let your issues be heard. And let's see what our leaders and our legislators, and even those that are still running for office.
Those who are running for office,
we would like to hear.
Understand the issues that the community is facing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they can advocate.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yeah. And I know you have a powerful keynote speaker. Can you give us a little bit about her background?
Oh, Miss Twyla Garrett.
Yes.
Okay. So when I talk about Twyla, you see how my face brightens up, right? Hi, Twyla.
Yes.
So she is just entrepreneur extraordinary.
Yeah.
So this woman is a guru in the real estate and construction industry.
Right.
Homeland security analyst. Author, just name it.
She wears many hats.
She wears many hats and has a boss.
It will be an honor to be in her presence.
And she is such an inspirational speaker.
Yeah.
And she has a wealth of resources. You want to come out and listen to her speak.
That's wonderful.
Anybody that attended our 2014 event, because she delivered our keynote speech in Atlanta.
In 2014.
2014. And do you know, till today, people still ask me about her.
They're still talking about her. That is wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you want to come out and listen to Twyla speaking. And she's just one of the many phenomenal women we would have out there. And not just women, but men as
and
well.
Women,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So please come out, and if you haven't registered for this event, do be sure to go to our website and sign up.
And the website is?
It's www.wildllc.com. So go to the website. There will be more information about the speakers, about the event.
And we also have Eventbrite where you can register. And registration is free. It's free registration.
How did we forget that?
Yes. So please come out and just be a part of this conversation that will make a change.
Absolutely. So we're talking about free food, free conversations.
Delicious brunch.
Absolutely. And while on the website too, you can grab your Take a Stand t-shirt.
Oh yeah. So you're going to be dressed like myself and Linda.
Absolutely.
We have red and black and white. So get yourself a t-shirt and be an ambassador and a voice out there, right?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you. Take a stand.
Take a stand.
Thank you for watching On the Move with Lady Kate. Take a stand. Stay tuned for more Great Women 2018.